What if Tanjiro and Luffy fought against each other in a manner you never expected? The Demon Slayer Tanjiro with Ho-Oh and the Pirate Luffy with Aipom.
Does the pirate and his super monkey stand a chance against the Demon Slayer and his phoenix?
We analyze their strengths, weaknesses, and skills to find out who would win a Pokemon battle. Ho-Oh, guardian of the skies and bringer of eternal happiness. It has the highest base special defense stat of all fire-type Pokemon and can manipulate the weather, metal, space, time, water, and even ice, alongside healing itself and enhancing its senses. Now imagine this invincible beast in the hands of Tanjiro, who, of course, is a demon slayer with a pure heart. Not only that, Tanjiro is also a demon slayer with the willpower of 1,000 Spartan soldiers, and this was shown in his battle with Gyotaro and Daki. When all hope was lost, Tanjiro somehow found a way to get Tengen, Zenitsu, and Inosuke fighting again to eventually defeat Upper Moon Gyotaro and Daki. Willpower, diligence, and a broad knowledge about Pokemon are key qualities that every Pokemon trainer needs to be the best, and Tanjiro got that diligence and willpower. But even Tanjiro's willpower, as strong as that, gets tested when you compare it to Luffy's. Luffy is the most powerful of the top fighters in the Straw Hat Pirates, and judging from the caliber of villains he has defeated, he does have the willpower of 10,000 Spartan soldiers. In comparison to Tanjiro's willpower, Luffy is 10 times fearless.
And Luffy with the Pokemon, Aipom? Dream Team! These two are the perfect match, kinda like how Pikachu and Ash are.
Aipom is a crafty normal-type Pokemon known for its powerful tail that has a 3-fingered hand attached to it. This tail might just be its greatest weapon. It cleverly utilizes this tail for various tasks, like anchoring itself to a branch, suspending in the air, picking fruits, and handling objects delicately. Aipom is a strong Pokemon on all fronts because it has a set of remarkable abilities, but no matter how remarkable, they are not enough to rival the legendary beast Ho-Oh.
But Luffy is one to pull something really crazy off. Say, feeding his Aipom a bite of the Gomu Gomu no Mi devil fruit.
Taking this fruit makes Aipom's body permanently able to stretch, bend, bounce, inflate, and twist just like rubber. Just imagine Aipom's powerful tail being bestowed with such power. Aipom's ability to stretch and twist to extreme lengths not only makes it immune to injuries, but it also grants Aipom the skill to rebound from hard surfaces and reach people or Pokemon that are far away from its position. The ability also makes Aipom completely immune to blunt damage, including bodily attacks, blunt weapons, bullets, and even cannonballs, all of which simply bounce off their skin. It has also given Aipom an edge over fire attacks. See, fire isn't exactly Aipom's weakness now, but it doesn't mean it can't be hurt by fire, and it would take a crazy amount of fire to hurt it. The ability gained from this fruit has not only leveled the playing field against Ho-Oh, but has surpassed that playing field. Now, the legendary Phoenix is nothing but prey to the Super Aipom in baseline form.
Oh, you bet Tanjiro isn't about to let this slide. To get the playing field back to its ideal status, where Ho-Oh would be a stronger match, Tanjiro teaches Ho-Oh every Demon Slayer's superpower, total concentration breathing.
With this technique, Ho-Oh can inhale the maximum amount of oxygen its body can take, and as a result, it gains extra supernatural abilities, like incredibly fast movements and enhanced strength to add to its inbuilt powers. So you see, this is not an ordinary Pokemon battle.
This is more intense and interesting.
Now, we know what's at stake, their strengths, weaknesses, and skill. Trainers, battle. Luffy launches the attack, yelling, "Quick, Aipom, use Swift!" This attack sends star-shaped rays at Ho-Oh with incredible speed due to its enhanced powers. Before Tanjiro can say Ho-Oh, use Safeguard, Ho-Oh gets blasted by Aipom's Swift. Immediately, Ho-Oh attempts to recuperate from the attack, but Aipom doesn't allow that. It uses Sand Attack, hurling sand into Ho-Oh's face to reduce Ho-Oh's accuracy. With his speed of light and improved breathing, Ho-Oh dodges the attack and counters with Gust, a move that deals a gust of wind that sends Aipom flying across the room, but inflicts no damage to Aipom because it is rubber. Quick on its feet and tail, Aipom gets back up immediately as Luffy yells, "Aipom, use Double Team!" Aipom then makes illusions of itself, all having Devil Fruit powers. This confuses Ho-Oh, but Tanjiro, with his sharp wit, tells Ho-Oh, "Quick, use Fire Blast!" So Ho-Oh attacks with an intense blast of all-consuming fire, but Aipom dodges swiftly and uses Zap Cannon on Ho-Oh. This move fires an electric blast like a cannon to inflict damage and cause paralysis to Ho-Oh. Zap Cannon is an electric move which Aipom is capable of, so this makes Ho-Oh insanely vulnerable even in the face of his total concentration breathing ability. Luffy then gives the command, "Aipom, finish with Thunder!" So Aipom finishes what it started by dropping a Thunderbolt on Ho-Oh to inflict damage.
But when have first rounds ever determined the outcome of a battle? It seems Aipom is winning this battle as Ho-Oh has been rendered breathless.
Tanjiro scoffs at giggling Luffy as Ho-Oh uses Recover to regain his stamina for the second round. Okay, Ho-Oh, time to get serious, Tanjiro says, gritting his teeth, Ho-Oh assuming total concentration breathing. Luffy giggles. Aipom, a legendary Pokemon, isn't going to be enough to stop us. Let's do this. Immediately, the battle commences. Ho-Oh spreads its wings and soars gracefully above the battlefield, its rainbow wings shimmering in the sunlight. With a powerful flap, it summons a dazzling sacred fire, sending a scorching inferno toward Aipom. Aipom, dodge and counter with Swift, Luffy yells. Aipom, quick and agile, evades the flames with remarkable nimble movements, and it retaliates swiftly by launching a barrage of swift attacks, a flurry of stars that darts towards Ho-Oh that is still flying majestically above and circling the ring. Tanjiro says, Ho-Oh, dodge and counter with Brave Bird, and Ho-Oh deftly maneuvers through the stars, evading the swift attacks effortlessly. Channeling its legendary power, it unleashes the blindingly beautiful attack, Brave Bird. Ho-Oh covers its body in blue, flame-like energy and charges at Aipom with extreme force.
The second round doesn't last any longer as Ho-Oh incapacitates Aipom. Even though this move causes recoil damage to Ho-Oh,
Aipom, get up! Luffy wipes the laughter off his face and adjusts his straw hat as Tanjiro smirks. Time to make good use of your Gomu Gomu ability.
immediately, Aipom gets up and takes a stance, ready for the third and final round. Ho-Oh takes to the air again while using total concentration breathing and summons a searing sacred fire, aiming to engulf Aipom in its fiery wrath.
Aipom utilizes agility to boost its speed, darting around the battlefield with incredible agility and rubbery movements. It counters the sacred fire with an ice punch, launching a frozen fist towards Ho-Oh, aiming to catch the legendary bird off guard. Tanjiro yells, Ho-Oh, dodge and counter with sacred fire. Ho-Oh, despite the unexpected move, evades the icy strike with a swift maneuver, its legendary instincts guiding its every move. It then retaliates by channeling its energy to summon a dazzling array of multicolored flames, engulfing Aipom in a relentless onslaught of sacred fire. In the face of sacred fire, Aipom using its stretchy powers is not a very wise choice, because fire is not a very good friend of fire. Remember, fire isn't exactly Aipom's weakness, but Aipom can be hurt by fire only and only if it comes in great magnitude, and it's called sacred fire for a reason. Luffy then orders Aipom to use Stretch, and it does. Aipom releases an ear-splitting screech that attempts to harshly weaken Ho-Oh's defenses. Ho-Oh, momentarily affected by the piercing screech, shakes off the disorientation and unleashes a powerful thunder punch charged with electrifying energy. Ho-Oh's electrified wing crackles with immense power as it strikes Aipom, potentially leaving it paralyzed. Aipom, reeling from the electrifying blow, attempts to counter with another swift maneuver, utilizing agility once more to heighten its speed. However, the paralysis caused by the thunder punch slows its movements. Finish with sacred fire, Tanjiro says, and Ho-Oh obliges. Seizing the opportunity, Ho-Oh soars higher into the sky, gathering energy for its ultimate move and using total concentration breathing. With a burst of radiant power, it unleashes a catastrophic sacred fire, a mystical fire of immense force aimed directly at the struggling Aipom. Despite Aipom's valiant efforts to evade, the overwhelming sacred fire envelops the battlefield in an explosion of vibrant energy. The force of the attack is too much for Aipom to withstand. As the smoke clears, Aipom lays on the battlefield, unable to battle further. Ho-Oh stands victorious, its majestic presence undiminished.
At the end of it all, Tanjiro and Luffy exchange an intense smile at each other, shake hands, and bow in mutual respect, MC to MC.
If this was a mano-a-mano combat between Tanjiro and Luffy, phew, story for another day.